Jett, the fastest and most mobile duelist in Valorant. Equipped with quick dashes or big leaps, Jett is made to engage and disorient the enemies with her speed. If you enjoy being a fragger and want to be the star of the show, Jett is the agent for you. Jett has one of the most lethal skill sets without having a damaging normal ability. Today I will show you how to use Jett properly and explain all the abilities. Let's get into it. Before we start with her abilities, one of the things the game doesn't tell you is that Jett can hover around. When in the air or after jumping, holding the spacebar makes Jett hover. This means she's practically immune to fall damage if you just hover. Let's start with her basic ability, E, Tailwind. Tailwind is Jett's basic ability, meaning she has it at the start of every round and she won't need to rebuy it. When pressing E, Jett propels herself a couple of meters forward in the blink of an eye. You can change the direction of Tailwind by choosing a direction with WASD. After using it, you can recharge Tailwind by killing 2 enemies in a round. Tailwind has 2 main purposes. One of them is doing a quick peek in a risky spot and quickly after going for a peek shot, dash out of the way. Of course, the dash can always function as an escape when you think things are getting too dangerous. The other purpose is to use Tailwind to dash to a spot where you can't walk to without getting shot. With Tailwind, you will be able to bridge the gap very fast with relatively low risk. Just keep in mind, your Tailwind won't recharge that easy in the round. Try to make the most out of the ability as you can. Do not dash towards the enemy. After the dash, you will not have your gun ready to shoot. The animation takes a second. Later on, I'll tell you about the combination you can do with Tailwind and other abilities to make her even more mobile. Before we talk about the other abilities, if you enjoy these guides and think they are useful, please leave a like and subscribe. It will help me out tremendously. Let's continue. Q. Updraft. Updraft is an ability that propels Jett high into the air. A good ability to put yourself in positions the enemy will not look at that often or expect. There are multiple double boxes on every map that you can get on for a sneaky peek or defensive setup. Looking at Jett's skill set, you would probably think she's a more offensive oriented agent, but because of the updraft, she can set herself up quite nice on different bomb sites and hold it on her own for some time. For example, on the Haven C bomb site, there's a double box tower right next to C long. Setting up there will grant you an easy kill when they push C. Experiment with the different boxes you can get on and if you can give yourself some unexpected vantage points. Updraft costs 200 and you can carry 2 each round. C. Cloudburst. Cloudburst is Jett's variant of a smoke bomb. There are 2 major differences with the other smokes in Valorant. Jett's smoke will only last for about 3 seconds before it disappears again, and Jett can control where the cloud goes after she threw it. So it has an advantage and a disadvantage. This means use it right and make the most out of the advantage. After you press C, you'll throw the cloud at the spot you aim at. If you want to control the cloud, hold E and aim with your mouse where you want it to go. For example, one of the most used cloud placements I have seen is A Heaven from A long. If you're attacking A side from A long, Heaven is a real problem. If you're a Jett, save a cloud for this push. You can block Heaven's side for a few seconds for your team to push or set up and aim at Heaven. There are multiple cloud spots on every map. You only need a way to throw your cloud and some practice aiming them where you want them to go. Another example is on the map Bind, where you push A side from showers. You can throw a cloud all the way to Heaven and U-Haul if you want to. This makes Jett so crucial for pushes where there are multiple angles. Cloudburst costs 100 and you can have 3 charges. X. Bladestorm. First of all, Bladestorm is the coolest ultimate in the game in my opinion. When pressing X, Jett will pull out 5 knives next to her that you can throw towards your enemy. But that's not all. Each knife does 50 damage to the body and 150 to the head. When you left click, you throw 1 knife with 100% accuracy even while moving. If you right click, you throw all remaining daggers at the same time. Missing it probably means you die, but hitting it will mean he's definitely dead. After killing someone with a knife, your ultimate recharges and you will regain 5 knives. There is one downside though. After using your ult and you did not get a kill, Jett tries to get her weapon out, but the animation takes a while, meaning if you're in a bad position, you are probably dead. Now comes the most fun thing. The knives have 100% accuracy while moving and while jumping in the air. So using an updraft and then tailwind and an updraft again, you will fly so high and fast, enemies will have a very hard time hitting you, while you will not. And if that's not convincing enough, you look quite amazing doing it as well. This is the best 1 vs 5 ultimate in the game and it's not even close. Just remember this, use updrafts and tailwinds a lot to be as mobile as you can be while using Bladestorm. Bladestorm costs 7 ultimate points. So, how do I make the most out of her abilities? Remember, you are a duelist and you are supposed to frag out. She has no other utility. All her abilities except for Cloudburst are made for her own benefit. Make the most out of her speed and vertical mobility. Try to find spots on boxes where they don't expect you from and make the most out of your speed. The hardest Jett to fight against is the one you never know where she actually is. Practice how to throw Cloudburst around each map to find great placements for you and your team. And the best tip I have for you is, when you have your ultimate and it's a 1 vs 5 situation, don't worry, with Jett's ultimate everything is possible. This is how I think you should use Jett. She is super fun and I have the feeling people find way more tricks in the near future. Give her a try if you did not already and have some fun. My name is Exceptional and if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It will help me out a lot and I will see you